Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. Summer, Luca, Zach, Josh, as well as anybody, as always, who's hanging out and lurking. It's lovely to have you all here. And we're going to be getting back into Phoenix Wright in just a moment. These games are always such a blast. They're dumb as rocks, and that's what I enjoy about them. Also, I am a little bit sad. Hi, Shadow Mage. Thank you for the immediate dukes. They're appreciated. I'm a little sad because I've been spending the past couple of days trying to draw an emote. All of my other emotes have been drawn by other people, or in the case of Munch, were copied from an existing work. This is something I'm drawing myself, and I was pretty satisfied with it. And then I uploaded it to Twitch, excuse me, and at emote size, the fucking 16 by 16, it's just a smush of pixels. It's so sad. Aw, Shadow Mage, that's very cute. I'm not gonna stop working at it, but, oh, it looks good at 400 by 400. It turns out that no one's gonna see it at that size. Yeah, emotes are rough. Oh, Summer, trust me. Even at Discord size, it's hard to see what's going on. I've got a few ideas for how to improve it. Step 1 is lines may be thicker. At least on one part of it where there are two body parts overlapping. You know what? Sure, Luca. I'll upload the full version to the Discord. Just as a treat. But yeah, as I said, there's a part where two body parts are overlapping. You will very soon see what it is. And the part where the two things are overlapping, it's impossible to see what's going on. Oh, my bad, Summer. I thought you meant, like, a Discord emote. Anyway. Look, Summer, I'm not smart. My brain. My brain does not work. Also, in terms of God, the effort put into making content for community, I have never seen anyone work as hard as Red Mage. My lord. Red Mage is the hardest working streamer I've ever seen. And I mean, it's beginning to pay off. Red Mage consistently gets good viewers, and part of it is, like, every stream has a unique VTuber. Well, or at least every series, and it just, the effort he puts in, the effort they put in is remarkable. But what I cannot do in terms of VTubing, I can do in terms of shitty voice acting. Although, fine, I'll upload the thing. I'll upload the thing quickly for everybody. Keep in mind that until a few weeks ago, I didn't do any drawing. So yeah, that's the next planned emote. But unfortunately, the hand over the face just becomes a whole smush at emote size. But yeah, I like him. And I drew that from scratch myself. He's gonna be one of the slide-in emotes. Yeah, I don't 100% disagree with you, Shadow Mage. I think, like, moving that arm up and just completely obstructing the nose would help a bit, and also making the sunglassers way bigger. They get a little bit small. But regardless, we're not here to discuss my questionable art. We're here to save Maya. How does she get accused of a murder every single time? I thoroughly appreciate everyone's encouragement. I am genuinely quite satisfied with it at this size. The fact that it doesn't work at emote size, I don't think is a reflection on the art itself. It's just a reflection on emotes be difficult. No, Summer, you're not questionable. You're beautiful and perfect. So yeah, anyway. Quick summary of last stream. Maya did a psychic reading for a dude in a closed room. The dude then got shot. Maya was the only person in the room, apparently, but Maya also claims to be innocent. And also, Big Booba's sister took over Maya's body at one point. There was a whole thing. And we also got the ability to figure out when people have secrets, and there's a lot. You're right, Luca. There were several whole things. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. I'm sorry, is there no fucking Edgeworth in this game? Or at least not so far? What's the point of playing a Phoenix Wright game without Edgeworth? Because nobody plays it for fucking Phoenix. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Well, Summer. I mean, someone has to play it for Phoenix. I'm here entirely for edgy, and I will admit, Von Karma's successor is also very, very good. It's no good. Mystic Maya? Burley! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Goodbye, Luca. I love you. Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then... You came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. How? This was 2 hours by train. What the fuck, Pearl? Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Oh my god. Oh my god, they established that this is 2 hours by train to the village. What kind of superhuman stamina does this child have? Oh my god, did she get the super soldier serum? I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Hurley? What about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh, right. I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Well, he's also a boyfriend. Well, they're also lovers. They fuck each other all the time. My god, Pearl, you would not believe how much cum I have to clean off the office walls. But let's not talk about that. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Exactly, Summer. Exactly. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. I murdered him. By drowning him in cum. He's gone. And he's not coming back. He's in heaven, on account of how he drowned in cum. What? Wait a second, what's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick?
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
I fucking adore her. Yes, Shadow Mage? What is with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Shadow Mage, I have no idea what you could possibly be talking about. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? What else do you think it's about, Phoenix?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow!
I'm talking. You interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. Ho-ho! Or you could speak with your whip, if you know what I mean. Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ho-ho! I'll go down anytime, if you know what I mean.
Prosecutor Von Karma, Your opening statement, please.
Those of Vankama blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor, my position is under her boot. God damn, I want that woman to stand on me.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I'll give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. No, she's not. Her father is a literal, actual vampire. She is just incredibly attractive whip mummy. Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Ah! Get to the point already. Ma'am, please! He answered your question! Oh, Shadow Mage, she can still be a vampire. She's just not the stereotypical vampire, who is old and male and, at least to my eye, very unattractive. But also, now she's being a bitch. She asked him a question and he answered it. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. Channel and chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling the spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Judge. It's happened in your own fucking court several times.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, then.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. That doesn't give us much.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, You may question the witness.
Juice! Thank you for mic writing in. I'm actually going to step away just for a second. It's getting chilly and I need to grab a jacket. I'll be like a minute. Whoa. Also, Luca, do not cease, because you're correct. It's fine, Shadow Mage. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. I'm just going to press on everything for now. But the main thing I'm curious about is what knife was used. Chair! Thank you for the raid of 15! Hello! Luca or Juice, could I get a quick shout out for Chair? Sorry, Juice. Oh, playing Monster Hunter World again. I saw you playing that a while ago. You enjoying it again? Also, hi, Ophi. And Ophi, thank you for confirming Luca's cuteness. It is incredibly true. How many hours do you have in World at this point? Meowdy, Pikmin. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? Oh! Cole, thank you for the follow. We are now getting perilously close to that CDI stream. And I mean perilously close. I saw you do some Power Wash Sim. Oh no! Minnesota is a myth! Thank you for the follow! Oh lordy! I may have made a terrible decision to promise that! Oh no. Well, when it happens, and I'll just have to cry. And no, for anyone wondering, I'm not gonna do the remastered versions. I'm gonna get an emulator and I'm gonna play the original shitty versions. Because if I'm going to play CDI, I don't want it to be good. I want it to be bad. Also, yes, Juice, this is her. This is Whip Mommy. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? All along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Ugh, I walked right into her hands there.
The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? Holy shit, Chair. Holy shit, you are in 4 digits. That is too much.
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the Fays, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
It's does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Okay, on the topic of Monster Hunter, I'm still fucking pissed at Capcom. Why do we not have cross-play or at least cross-save between the Switch and PC versions of Rise? I would buy the PC version if I could just transfer over my 100-hour save file. I'm not starting again, and I know 100 hours isn't as much as some people have, but it's a chunk.
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
Juice, I'm fine with buying Sunbreak twice. I just want to be able to move my save between the two. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart.
Yeah, I remember, Chair. It was before Sunbreak happened, and I think everybody said they wanted cross-play and cross-save, and then nothing happened. Hello, Queen! I love you.
After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
The testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yup, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Ma'am, would you like to borrow a thesaurus or something? A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Phoenix Wright. Ugh, what a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I should try to learn more about the murder weapons for now. Thought I did. This is the only thing I didn't press on. Point blank, huh? About how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank range? In the real world, typically because unburnt gunpowder actually ends up on the person, which is kind of amazing. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. There were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Was Gray's, 2 shots fired, bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. So, first interesting thing. 2 shots fired, but he was shot once. What happened to the other bullet? A murder weapon. A small fruit knife belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. Yeah, Juice, we've established this lore. He is a shark who came out of the ocean and just randomly found his attorney's badge, which is the only thing identifying him as an attorney. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. Huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
No, Ophi, you are entirely correct. She is our whip mummy. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. Right, Chair? She's so put together. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
Oh, Chair, you're right. She could so easily be one of the Belmonts. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
It's a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
So, would you rather have a punch in the face?
That's what this is, Nintendo.
Or a kick in the balls?
Also, welcome. But yeah, that's exactly what this is. I mean, of course we're gonna stick with not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. Have good pasta, Ophi. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she would be labeled a murderer. Thank you, Chair. Will do. Can't let that happen. Your Honor!
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
Yes, sir!
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now see here! Proceedings are run by...
Ah!
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the crime scene. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't 100% agree with that, Mauve, but it's still, they're both pretty bad.
Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Oh, Phoenix, my sweet summer child. Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. No one currently, Max. We're waiting for Whip Mommy to whip us. And that's basically about it. That's a remarkably good question, Nintendo. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Oh yeah, she's very sassy. Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Well, yeah, they only drew one sprite for her. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Covered in blood. Did you test that it's his blood? I mean, of course they did, but... Well, yeah, Chair. I feel like Gumshoe is peak himbo. Like, I know there is a Phoenix Wright anime, and he's not, but he really needs, like, there needs to be an animated version of this where he is voiced by Patrick Warburton, because Patrick Warburton just fits this character so well. Good heart, check. Beefy, check. Head empty, check. Yeah. Dumb, kind, and strong. The perfect. This blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. There is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
Oh no, Nintendo! We broke up, apparently. Between games, we broke up and Edgeworth has, quote, gone away, which I interpreted as Edgeworth drowning in our cum. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Oh, yes, Miss Funkama is perfectly correct.
Now even the judge is on her side? But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? I'm gonna press a little further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? Max, this is what happens when you snoo-snoo. There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. The bullet hole in her sleeve? Holy fuck! Am I the only one here with eyes? Must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. I have to look harder. Somewhere on this costume is something incredibly obvious that anybody with eyes would have noticed.
Mr. Wright, Miss Funkama's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Poke a hole. Get it, Mr. Wright? A hole?
Oh, Max, it's worse. This is a prequel to that case. Phoenix doesn't even have the concussion yet. There is one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. It doesn't fit me! Why would you have brought me a costume the wrong size? Your Honor, I thought we knew each other.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you are talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here! In the booba hole. That's not a booba hole. I know. I just wanted to say it. I'm sorry. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? That wasn't in the report. Hold on! What's this around the hole? It smells vaguely of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
The detective! You're supposed to tell us! Gumshoe! God, I adore you! You idiot!
Oh no.
Oh no is correct.
A hole that smells of gunpowder? This must be a tiny, tiny gun hidden in the sleeve.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. A tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. Can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir. Okay, but... So, the defendant attacked and killed a person who without a doubt was not fighting back. Except the gun was shot twice, and there's a bullet hole in Maya's costume, which means he shot at Maya. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
Thank you for the doots, Shadow Mage.
So, did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not?
She was shot at, Max. There was a bullet hole in her sleeve. But, here's the thing. Because these games are always a little bit roundabout, the bullet hole in her sleeve has apparently not established yet that she was shot at.
Depending on this, circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
Did I, Max? I don't know if I did, but if I did, I'm proud of it, I guess. Ugh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. I'll have her all to myself. I mean, not that. So, yeah. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Technically only to self-defense, which I didn't change my claim to, so, you know. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is that? Are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I'm not finished yet. I can keep going.
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. You see, this is the issue. She spotted the bullet hole, knew that Phoenix would come to that conclusion, and then would have said, oh, justified self-defense, but still technically murder. And then they would have been done. But because Phoenix wants a full acquittal, that isn't happening. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
I fucking love that bow. I love that bow she does. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Oh, how so?
Why did you whip... Oh! I was gonna say, why did you whip Dick? And that's sentence of the week for me. I actually don't have it in 10. Thank you for letting me know that it's on sale. I've wanted to get it for a while. And after I finish this trilogy, it's probably the next one I'm going to play. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Yes, sir! Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest.
That hasn't been proven yet, but whatever.
Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting...
Okay, so Detective Gumshoe is already an unreliable witness because he said not 2 minutes ago that there was no fight. Whatever.
While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
You're not wrong, Max.
The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright.
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of a channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Karain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. You even studied up on the Karain channeling technique? Like I said before, I am perfect. Your outfit certainly is. God, Cher, you're correct. The hugs Gumshoe would give would be so good, but because he's so big, like, you would just be enveloped.
About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. The opposite of what you just said. So when he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
If you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Sorry.
Where in the world did that pistol come from?
Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Oh, so he's just a bad guy all around. Josh, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you seem to have brought logic into a Phoenix Wright game. That was your first fatal flaw. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Not how that normally works. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
Bennett then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it, just by pulling the trigger.
Even me? I wonder. Pulls out gun, murders everyone in the court. Yep, turns out you're right. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. There's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. What evidence do I have that's useful? This newspaper clipping will come in handy later. I think this folding screen with the bullet hole is useful, but I'm not sure quite yet. I don't think the key is important yet. No, nothing there. Actually... I think the screen is useful here. I'm just still not 100% sure why. Because my thought is the way they're currently suggesting this, the bullet hole wouldn't have ended up, like, as close to the ground as it is. Oh shit, Max, thank you. I must update my my Twitch schedule. I've mostly been doing it on Discord, but yes, thank you for the reminder. Yes, that is something I must definitely do. I've got to say, I really, really enjoyed when I was doing Stardew more frequently. Okay. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. I feel like this is important. I feel like this is important. Because being close, you'd be... You're right, they said it smells like gunpowder. They didn't say there are gunpowder burns, which suggests that that wasn't at point-blank range. Thank you, Max. I think you're correct. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Nintendo, it was established in this fucking case, not 20 minutes ago. Gumshoe's just as head empty as I am half the time. Oh, Max! Oh, Max, did you not see my last playthrough? The final case in the first Phoenix Wright game has a parrot. Has a parrot as a witness. It's amazing. Okay, Nintendo, I was thinking it, but I couldn't find a clever way to say it like you did. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How's that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Ooh, you're sweating. Well, then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. Did we not just go over this? Oh, Pikmin, that makes me very excited. I don't remember this game nearly as well as the first one. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense.
It's also remarkably speculative.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Would you look at that? I have a superpower. Ah! Scaredy! Hello, Scaredy! How was...
A pig! So cute.
Thank you, Max. How was the Lobotomy Corporation? I don't really know it. I know you've been playing it for a while, and I keep wanting to swing by, but unfortunately, I haven't yet, because I'm a terrible friend. I mean, something doesn't make sense. Duh. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. I suspect it's the screen this time. Because if she stabbed him and then pushed him away, he would be on the floor. He would be shooting up. Ninten, I think the theory here is she didn't know he had a gun. Max, of course they're not going to ignore it. The judge likes getting whipped. He's just getting harder every time that happens. But yeah, there's a bullet hole in the folding screen, like right near the ground, which strongly suggests that the bullet was fired down, not up. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! Oh my... I made her make noises. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What?
Oh, Gumshoe. You big dumb goof, I adore you.
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please?
Are these two really that clueless? Phoenix! You know they are! The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! This changes everything!
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. I suspect trying to hide. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible, because I say so. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at.
Chair, do you not like it when I go... Ah! Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Sure, Max, have a good one. Oh, Nintendo! That was perfect! It changes everything. Look, Josh! I gotta make money somehow. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. Did you hear the sound Von Karma made? God, it changes the world. Prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job!
Oof.
Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... Last radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective. How dare you damage my perfect logic?
Well, that wasn't all my fault.
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Excuse me, if you're telling my man to shave his scruff, we are going to have words, madam.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor. I think I've had all I can take of the detective's face. Juice, thank you. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lada.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Okay. Whew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Pig's worst accent. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. Oh, also, for those who weren't here at the start, Pearl, the little girl who is convinced that Maya and Phoenix are a couple, she lives in a village that is 2 hours by train away from the city. How did she get here today? She ran. I don't know what kind of train this is. Presumably not a bullet train, but a train nonetheless. And she ran as far as a train goes in 2 hours. It is remarkable. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Shadow Mage, don't say those words. Okay, Ziz. Even if the train went at, like, normal jogging pace, a child this young jogging for 10 hours and not even being, like, tired when she got here? That's remarkable stamina. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. That is also true, Ziz.
Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Now!
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir!
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. She did no such thing. God, Chair. I need to see that game. Witness your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey, Phoenix, how you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know?
Name and occupation.
I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge! This here is violence against my fair self.
Yeah, there is actually a lot of assault going on today. Excuse me, Malu? There's a lot in that sentence I understand, but then there are things I don't. I mean, yeah, you can talk about shit, but...
That's fine.
Oh my god, he tolerates assault!
That's fine? That ain't fine, that's a whip!
There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? You played a fun card game earlier called Astatos, and there is a bull spearman called Herklaus that is a hunk along with all the other characters. Oh my god, Bubbles! Oh my god, you cannot say that! You're right, but you cannot say that! That is so monumentally cursed. I feel unclean. Oh! Oh, Malu. I have to say, this card activates my I'm not a furry but circuits. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Nice toucans. Hello, Chen. God, so many cuties in chat. Summers! Hello! And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Course I did. Chair, thank you for gifting a sub to Summers. Very kind. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Okay. There's gonna be something in here that gives it away. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in the room. But they're in weird places from what we'd expect. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Shadow Mage. Also, she took 2 photos, I believe. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, Malu. I can blame a lot of things on Max. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. I just want to check that photo again. Because there's going to be something weird in here. And I wonder if that mirror has something to do with it. No, Summer! Tummy ulcers are the worst. Nintendo, why? You're not wrong, but why? I feel like that mirror is somehow important. Also, technically, there's no way to see who this is.
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. You know, Chen, if I had the skill to mod this game, that is the one change I would make. Just a Yamcha crater underneath him. Oh, Summers, I'm so sorry to hear that. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Ugh. Why didn't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room.
Hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went to the channeling chamber, you hear? Yes, Summers. Minnesota is a myth. I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't live anywhere. But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness continue. Waiting outside the door, then bang, we heard this gunshot. We distinctly heard two gunshots. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Wow, Malu, you must have had some really weird hallucinations last year. Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
And the world becomes just a little crueler. Niten, thank you for the reference. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. That's true. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. Anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see...
Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one again. feel like this is an interesting statement. I'm not going to present anything, but... there's something about this photo that I feel like is going to be more important than I'm currently seeing. Because as it stands, this photo isn't very interesting. But it wouldn't be in the record if it wasn't interesting. So what is wrong here? Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am! But that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay? There was no one else in there, and you know it. Channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Is there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? You know, Chen, you want to keep that pretty mouth closed. Rick Given. What in the... Rick Given, you know. You reckon? That's a given. That took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What, you got a problem? Rick Given? I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Rick Given. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Unfortunately... Very unfortunately, it's pretty solid. Yeah. What's worse, I was there at the scene of the crime with her. And her story is exactly how I would have told it too. Yeah, that's true. I think I've already asked her about that. I haven't pressed her on this. Maybe there's something useful there. Juice, she whips fucking everybody. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down, sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. Judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. Ah! Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough! Seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. Juice, you found the new one! At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fay. Face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go,
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm gonna have the judge against me. That sounds like a good time to save. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in this photo? The problem is... no. I don't think I've got anything yet. It was the left sleeve, Pikmin. Which unfortunately is the one we can't see in this photo. Thank you for the dudes, Shadow Mage. I don't think I've got anything. Yes, there was in that memory. Megalovania was played for the Pope, while circus performers did like foot juggling. What the fuck?
Well, Mr. Wright.
I think you're correct, Chen. I think that's how logic works. Nothing, Your Honor. It's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
That's enough!
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
Chen! Thank you for gifting a sub to Josh, who has been subless for far too long. That is incredibly kind of you. I told you, totally 100% impossible.
Miss Funkama, do you have any further questions for this witness?
And Chen, thank you for a gifted sub to Pikmin as well. Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
And Chen, thank you for a gifted sub to Pig Bussy 69. Oh, lordy. Chen, I appreciate you so much. I couldn't protect Maya. I'm a complete fuck-up. The defense. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. No, incorrect. That is All Might. You're confusing me with the symbol of peace. Hi, Greg. Enjoy your run away. Mia. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! When Maya does it, it's bad. When Pearl does it, it's just... Toucans! She's 10 years old! I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls? Her clothes are a bit small. No, she's gonna fucking Hulk out of her clothes? Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go! No, I know, Toucans. It's just... God, I forgot that this happened. Chair. So, what happened is Pearl, the 10-year-old, is challenging Mia, the, I think, 25-year-old F-cup. And the way they channel, it changes their body. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Hi, Stitch. You're cute and I love you.
Oh no.
You know what, Josh? Very appropriate. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? No, because that was actually a week ago for me. Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Yeah! Fuck, I was correct! I remembered her taking 2 photos. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
Getting out of hand.
Oh, beautiful timing, Pikmin. Mia? Question Lotto one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended.
Furthermore, any unrelated... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, there's someplace I must go after this. There's a Teletubbies marathon starting shortly, and I don't want to miss the opening. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck. What am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more. What happened when you burst into the channeling chamber? Go get that visa, Sissy. Okay, you got it. See? You got through to the judge somehow, right? No! No, I didn't. Von Karma got through to the judge. Oh! Okay, I see now, Sissy. Well, yeah. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. A shot? Oh, Lotta? A shot? Some parts of her testimony were very vague. Thank you to all the people confirming that you are not bots. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. And take a shot. Well, Chair, then unfortunately it is illegal for you to click that button. Two, right? Two what? Two shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? No. You've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself.
Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma!
Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable, Von Karma. You're suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father.
It's all coming together.
If I leave it to the judge, he ain't gonna do shit because he never does. The judge is a complete simp for her. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Well, yeah.
Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair! Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I'm a lawyer pointing out that my opponent should be held in contempt of court. What the fuck, Mia? You're supposed to be on my side. Also, yes, a shark. And I smell blood. Ugh. I'm so angry I lost my composure.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. It is from my OnlyFans. How could you think the pictures were more or less the same? So why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. But more trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Okay, so this is where something weird will be going on. Like, that's not Maya. That's evidently not Maya. Shadow Mage. Maya doesn't have big titties, and Maya also doesn't have Voltorb eyes. And there's no fucking hole. Good eye, Nintendo. You're right, Maya also doesn't have a nose, so...
What's this? Jesus picture.
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the crime scene. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this?
Oh, Nintendo, that's a terrible sentence. This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not persist that the person in this picture is not Maya? Well, the problem is... The problem is that it's not Maya, but it also kind of is. But yes, I agree it's time to prosecute the ghost. Anyway, it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn there. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order, order, order! Oh yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Excuse me, are you Mia or Pearl at this point? I'm very confused. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. Oh no, she's doing the sonic finger at me. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma? What do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. Where did you get all these fucking pictures, and why were they not submitted for evidence? What's the fucking discovery process in this legal system? Whatever. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Maya Fey? But... isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Yes, obviously.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Where does the extra matter for the booba come from? Like, are they violating the laws of conservation of energy? Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. You know what's, Malu? Somehow the phrase, "it's all ectoplasm," is worse than I was expecting. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. Have you ever, Phoenix? Looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? I can! Because Maya's costume had a big old chunky hole in the sleeve, and this one doesn't. Yeah, this judge is a fucking peanut.
Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
Bye, Chen. Have a great evening. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what's so strange in this picture? Well, it's kind of there. Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
I'm sorry, Shadow Mage, I forgot. That's exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Stitch! You are lying in court! You survived! You're one of like 3 people who survived the whole way through.
Miss Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence?
Nintendo, I think you survived as well.
You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, let's do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Well, she is dead. Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin and Sonic finger again. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I'd like to extend an apology on behalf of these incompetent fools. I don't know what she's going to try to pull here.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known this picture was of any value to this case. A slow twerking emote. You're not wrong, Stitch.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it. Okay, how does any of this affect the fact that that's clearly not Maya? Like, whether or not it was noticed, like, whether or not she should have submitted the photo, this photo proves that whatever. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. And you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. He's not the one who fucked up, lady. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Also, why are prosecutors involved in that? Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a big bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Ho ho! I'll give them a full load. Got it! Watch this, Maya! Your Honor! There is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is someone else. The picture is definitely not a fake. The bullet hole cannot have been made later. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. Having proven this, we reach the not guilty phase, and therefore in any actual court, this is over, and finding someone else is a whole different case, whatever. What?
Order, order, order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Yeah, why Lada? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. God, Stitch, I would love to see that. Hey, witness! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a girl a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Judge? Actual direct threat of murder? Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? Chair, thank you. Everybody look at what Chair did. It's very important. And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Chair, it's great.
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. Can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? Stitch, Mia was our mentor who died and is now possessing a 12-year-old's body, a 10-year-old's body, to give her booba. Your Honor, I would like to submit that since I do not know where the killer came from or where the killer goes, the killer must be Cotton Eye Joe. Thank you, Nintendo. To turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true.
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... I mean... honestly something I can't quite explain yet, but that's not great. But the thing is, the whole, like, Maya said she was dreaming, Mia said that can't happen during channeling, so Maya wasn't actually channeling, so the only explanation is Maya had somehow left the room. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chance of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Now, this is a weird one. Hear me out. I think it's the key. Specifically because Pearl gave us the key. Which means, somehow, the key which was locked in the room got out of the room. Miss Hart, do you remember this key?
Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's a channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that.
The defendant herself locked the door?
Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes? It's like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Stitch, you can have all of my luck. It's very important that you get, I don't know what blade you're after, but you can have all of my luck at the moment.
Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl. The little girl who's currently standing beside me with fucking F-cups. What the fuck? And that little girl was nowhere near the scene of the crime. Okay, Stitch, then I really hope you get Adenine, who is maybe my favorite. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not?
Not. I've basically proven that.
Defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant.
On account of how they don't have the hole in their sleeve? And didn't have the... What? It's... I don't see how this remains an issue, but whatever.
Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Frankama.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. Fun fact, me neither. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do, I will get my guilty verdict. I'll make the judge come 1,000 times if that's what it needs. That's enough! 1,000 is definitely enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby, or in my private chambers. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Shush, Malu. I choose to believe that only these ones are canon. Apparently that is the truth, Josh. Put a shark in a lawyer's suit, and apparently you have the best the best defense attorney of all time. Wow, that was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Ah, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick. Do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. That's beyond sheltered. Yes, let's save. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little while. Oh? If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man... She definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems so sad. Chat, it's Pearl's theme, and it's so fucking cute. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I'd never seen so many people before. Oh. And Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes? Ruffly? Oh, she means Francisca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm gonna tell her what I think of her tomorrow, when I kick her in the... You know, I couldn't think of a funny way to finish that sentence. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? Probably not. There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy, eventually, if I hadn't drowned him in my spunk. He? Who are you talking about, Nick? Is it that person Mr. Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. On account of the spunk flood. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely. Oh shit! Okay. Actually died was not the part I was expecting. This is gonna be some bullshit metaphorical death, isn't it? Oh, that's too bad. By the way, yes? What is it? I don't know, Josh. You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? No, Josh, that's the confusing thing. We didn't skip a game. And yet it feels immensely like we did. And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Oh, whoa? Pearls? Where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah! What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Until I broadcast it to the world in court. Oh shit, she got secret boxes. I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? You really won't tell me what you were doing at the time of the murder? But with the Magatama, I can unlock your psyche locks, right? Yes. What should I do? Gotta sneeze. No? Oh, I just lost a sneeze. Oh! Oh, and it still burns. Should I tell you what my secret is? If you would just tell me, it would be easier for the both of us. I'm so nervous. Pearls is holding the key to this whole case. I can feel it. Zizzy, it's nearly 8 PM in winter, so the sun isn't an option, and there are no bright lights in my apartment. I'm not a big fan of bright lights in general. Speaking of keys, this one turned out to be quite important too. I didn't think it would literally be the key to today's trial, though. And I think that's one of the things that's going to matter. I don't know what the other is. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. Oh? Well, that's certainly interesting. The incinerator? Is she talking about the one in the garden? The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? Apparently, Pikmin, it's a thing where certain remote places will incinerate their own garbage if garbage services don't come. It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you gonna tell my mother? Huh? You mean, tell Morgan what you did? Yes. If she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today. But I guess it's already over? Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh! Oh, and is that some sort of purple cloth I see by the incinerator? Some sort of garment, perhaps, that does not have a bullet hole in it? That was worn by someone who was perhaps trying to incriminate Maya? Looks like they've noticed me. And they're now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey! Like, you're that dentist guy. This dumb shtick has to be an act, right? Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law, related to Harvey Birdman. Nice to see you again. Oh, like, real suave. So it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean... Like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here. Excited? Like, I mean, there's so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Oh, really? For example? For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old, cracked piece of pottery. Okay, so clearly it's been broken and put back together. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure, you sassy baka. I do my best, Nintendo. I don't think it's Ash's Shadow Mage. I think it's like her spirit or something. I don't know. Ah, I didn't know that. And like, it's sealed inside that urn? It's? What are you talking about? Like, you know. Ami Faye's spirit. Oh, not Mia. Ami Faye. Ami Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Ami. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual powers of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? That urn is really as important as she says. It could be a vital clue. Eni, I want to talk to you about the murder. And how you totally did it. Murder? Dr. Gray's, remember? As if there's another one? Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room very conveniently. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh, yeah. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Corain Village. No relation, sure. Even if you're only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why did you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Oh ho ho ho! More secrets. Psyche locks? Like, what is it? Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry her mouth open on this one. Interesting. So, there are 2 newspaper clippings. And at least one of those is definitely going to be useful, I suspect. Do I have to, like... I forget. Do I have to, like, go into this? And then present shit to her? I think it's something like that. Like, you're totally not gonna give up, are you? No, I'm not. I totally want to forget about my sister, you know. Time to move on and all that. Guess I have no choice but to remove these locks. Wait. Oh, I have to present them the Magatama. That's how you do it. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep? And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Do I? Do I? I mean... I don't... Like, I haven't heard anything about any other accidents. I don't think there's anything I can do at the moment. I should investigate and gather some more clues. But that already... Oh, you can present profiles. That's interesting. Thank you for the reminder. Unfortunately, everyone else here, like, we know how he died. I mean, potentially, if she had an accident, I don't think it would be Ami Faye. But yeah, everyone else here is either alive or we know how they died. So maybe I'll find out about someone else later. right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Unburned remains found inside the garden incinerator. But there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks? Looks like something's written on it. I am? Ah, weird. And that's gonna help us with Pearl. Bedding is all laid out today, too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. I want to speak to Pearl again. Because that urn is, I think, why she doesn't want to tell me shit. I think she broke the urn. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? She would have been in the Winding Way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the Winding Way. Wow! You got it! So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what's next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. I mean, I'm a shark, but I have this attorney's badge, which is good enough. Pearl was, I think, playing with the urn, broke it, and then attempted to fix it. So, I feel just a little better. Huh? You are a lawyer, but you're also still just a person after— Oh! Okay. Okay. Is there anywhere I haven't explored yet? I haven't gone back to the channeling chamber. Might be something useful there. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What's she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture. Oh, that's a good face. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the— Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Oh yes, thank you. I am terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement, as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense you really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. What happened? Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterwards. Which is to say, she swapped out the murderer for Maya so that it would look like Maya was the guilty party through the channeling or whatever. Because there's, I'm guessing, a secret passage behind the screen, is my guess. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did. However, that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So, do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course. However, and I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training?
Mr. Wright!
Yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. Quite central to the first game. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. Zizzy, for some reason it took me a really long time to remember that Misty was actually a Pokemon gym leader. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Kurain Village. And if Maya isn't around, my oh my. Doesn't that end up falling directly on Morgan Fay's shoulders? Or perhaps even on her daughter? Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. This is the key to this room. That's right. But why do you have it, good sir? That I'm not telling.
Return it at once!
I can't. It's evidence after all. I think she knows exactly how important this key is to this murder. But what is this feeling I'm getting from her? It feels I can't describe it. It feels... Gerb. What do you think about this? Oh, okay. It has something to do with spiritual powers, but whatever. I'm so sad. Nobody has commented on Gerb. Is there anything that's useful here? There are 6 parts to the Korean's sacred writings. Think that this valued treasure of our village and Mystic Maya were both shot by a gun. So, Gerb is a reference to a Brian David Gilbert sketch, which is just so stupid. Well, that's... Even if it was something that occurred during a channeling, it is an unforgivable act. Ain't got shit from this. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters in here. Right. The letter 9? As in the Magatama? I will present her with the Magatama, but she hasn't shown any secrets yet, so it won't really help. The skit is, that feeling when you bite into a pickle and it's squishier than you expect. No, she doesn't care about Magatama. Yeah, Malu, and that's where Gerb comes from. Okay, so I didn't get anything new from Morgan. And I apparently can't do anything with Pearl at the moment. Which is kind of frustrating. Maybe Maya can help me. Hey, Nick. I've been waiting. I did, Zizzy. She did not respond at all. She looks so helpless. So, how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. Is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye? You're the one who's looking away. I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. No one really watches movies about geese. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're gonna win this, Maya. Thanks a lot, really. Hey, Nick? The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right? Someone came in. Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said, too. Yeah, me too, Pikmin. Nick? Yeah? Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What did she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves. Now that you mention it... Wait, then... I really am? You're not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Wait, Nick! You don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid, and really cute. Really great, and cute. And her forehead is 14 feet tall. I didn't really think she was the murderer, but she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Oh, it's not a dead end. She was playing with the ball in the winding way, and that knocked over the urn. There we go. That's the key piece I'm missing. Thank you, Pikmin. It wasn't a great joke, but it was a reference to a great skit. So, about this ball. It's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah, Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. I already do. The clothing box in the side room, huh? Okay, I'm a GTFO. Bye. Ah! Yeah! Hey, wait, please, Lotta! He ran off into the manor. That certainly occurred. Lotta? I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me and they'll turn to dust. I mean, she's not wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. It looks like she took some sort of secret passage. Oh, there's the ball. The ball that I couldn't find before is right fucking there. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what is it doing on the floor? Oh. Hi, Lotta. The clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person. Just another piece of human trash I needed a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. Oh! Now, I don't think the bullet would have gone that distance, which suggests this was... Oh! It's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. And could this... Yeah! This must have been in the room, which... I thought I felt my soul take off for a sec when Lotta jumped out at me. It's big enough to fit a grown adult. Okay. Now, there's no way to see. But whoever the actual murderer is was put in that box, was behind the screen. Gets out, knocks Maya out, Maya goes into box, does the murder, everybody comes in, while police are being called, the two are swapped again. There we go. I mean, it'll be more convoluted than that to prove it. Because these games are nothing if not convoluted. But I kind of love that. Oh, Mr. Nick! That person ran by here just now. No. I think Maya was shot before she was drugged. That part's still a little bit vague to me. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair. Ah, she means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you, going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, sweetheart. You're very cute. And also a terrible liar. Yeah, she could even already have been in the box. Which would have explained the distance. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened. Okay, so... I already got this part. You were in the winding way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way. Wow, you got it. So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. She was playing with her ball. You were playing with this ball, right? Ah! That's right! How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Uh-huh. And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean, something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. This urn is it's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? He doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess? It's so old. So it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell that urn is being broken? Ah! Because it contains the spirit of Ami Faye, not I am anything. Who started the Korine channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Ami. That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. I think she might be significantly younger than 10 if she doesn't know how to spell. Oh my god, how young is this child? It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. I mean, I can check her age, I suspect. Age 8, okay. I still feel like at 8 you should be able to spell a fairly simple 3-letter name. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Yeah, but the sheltering, like, you'd think her aunt would teach her super well. Maybe she just has dyslexia. I shouldn't be mean to her. Around when Mystic Maya started channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn? Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Ami's spirit fly away. That's unfortunately fair, Malu. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. Oh, Morgan would forgive you for anything. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so you thought you could put them back together and no one would notice. Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. That is actually fair, Josh. Yeah, if it was originally written in kanji, it's much easier to believe that at 8 years old she would make this kind of mistake. The hallway? You mean the winding way? Yes. She broke it so hard it changed language. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So, about how long did it take you? Must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. That's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. She really is, Pikmin. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm gonna get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen, for a variety of reasons. I mean, I bet Mystic Ami's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done, and a happy resolution. Phew. What does that get me? It just occurred to me. Oh no. Okay. That got me fucking nothing. That's a fair point, Pikmin. I think I found out everything I can. Okay. I can't see how it all adds up. And is Eeny Miny being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister. How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Eeny's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix! I'm talking to you. I wish I knew a little more about Eeny. Where am I going to find info like that? Oh, that's also a good point, Juice. Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over at trash like me? Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah, Lotta! Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Phoenix, that's so fucking mean! Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Chasing this large lump of one. I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one. What does that? Yeah, but no one would ever say garbage isn't a singular, so you would say this large lump of it, not this large lump of one. No, that's fair. Thanks. But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Well, you see... Well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with the lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what's going on, Josh, and it works questionably. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me. Of course I'm gonna forgive her. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still what? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Now then, Lotta Hart, at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. Thank you. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one's an alien clone. Phoenix, what the fuck? If Maya is not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eeny Miny? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? At Granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So, Lotta suspects Eeny, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eeny. Always forget that you can present profiles. That's Eeny Miny, alright? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I'd heard as much. I'd also heard that Eni was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Khura'in Village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? I do. Speaking of Eni, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? It'll cost you. It'll cost a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckoned, so I didn't actually go there. Ugh. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds... ew. I mean, look, don't blame the sun. Whatever, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. Oh my god. Oh my god, please, please tell me that they do plastic surgery. That's the only explanation for being called the hottie clinic. No, it just looks like a perfectly normal clinic. This is where Eni was hospitalized. Done. I'm out. What the fuck? Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes, I'm Dr. Hottie. Haha. I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes. What can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Miney. Miss Miney? Miss Eenie Miney? Yes, know her! It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir! You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Oh! He's a fucking patient? Ah, sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. Yes? Yes, Don't yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho! The nurse ran off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. So, this is currently occurring. Can't say much more than that, but this is currently occurring. What do you know about Miss Eenie Miney? Now you're talking! Yes, that girl, she was transferred from the General Hospital. From the General Hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need? Yes, Well, she needed surgery. It was really bad, really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no, you see, that is something, no, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. Okay, at least there are no HIPAA violations going on here. It's in all those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. Gotta be something I can show to this old coot. What exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinicals. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Oh-ho! Yes. What does that look for? Ah, yes. There's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. Uh-huh. You do surgeries here, right? Yes, we do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes, uh-huh. It seems that way. So it is a plastic surgery clinic. Attractive items. Miss Eni is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident. Yes. I'll tell her for you. Oh, she also had an accident? I'm beginning to get a weird feeling that Eenie Miney doesn't exist. And please nobody confirm or deny this. Because I'm just talking through this myself. So, Meanie Miney gets in a car accident, is thought to have died, actually survives, at some point later, gets plastic surgery to change how she looks, goes back and recommends to the same doctor that he come here for this thing to basically to set him up to get her revenge. Something weird like that. Okay, he doesn't know anything. I've seen her somewhere before. Well, when she comes tomorrow for her consultation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted. I don't believe this. Okay, he's just a lech. But that strongly suggests that the person who had... I just want to save quickly. I don't want to go too long, especially because I still need to feed Gummy. But the person who had an accident was Eni herself. Yeah, it sounds like the kind of thing this game would do, if nothing else. Whose accident? Blah, blah, blah. The thing is, I don't feel like I got enough information. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? And this is why I think I didn't get enough, because no. I don't have anything that proves that. Okay. So... what I'm going to do, I am going to use this as a reasonable place to pause, and we will continue this tomorrow. Thank you all so much for joining me. These games continue to be an absolute blast, especially when they're stupid. But yeah, it was wonderful having you all along. I'm streaming this again tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time, if you'd like to join me to see what I'm hoping is the conclusion of this trial, but if not the conclusion, then at least moving further along. Who should we raid? Deer is playing Pokemon. Gam is playing Infra, which I don't really know. Yui and Greg are also live. Anybody you'd particularly like to see me raid? I really like Yui's stream, so I'm tempted. Wait a second. Gamer is playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So, I feel like we have to raid Gamer in this case. Thank you for joining me, Zach. It's the viewers who make it the most fun. But yeah. As I said, tomorrow 2:30 Eastern Time, this continues. It has been fun for me. If you're not currently in my Discord, consider it. It's a good place to get my schedules, my going live notifications, and also it can be a riot. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful evening, or whatever time zone it is for you. And I hope to see you around. Have a good one, everyone. Ciao.